Hello guys, thanks for jumping back into my channel. This is MindYourCrypto. My name is Bill, and today I wanted to start with a big thank you, from my heart, guys, because these comments are wonderful. I saw pretty wonderful comments. I always see your comments here. You can always find me on Telegram, Twitter, whatever you like. I will message you back, guys. Whatever you want, I will be here. Thank you so much for reaching 300 subscribers. This is a new channel and it means a lot to me. I will put all my effort, all my hard work into this channel. Thank you again so much. I really mean it from the bottom of my heart. But right now, let's make the update for Harmony 1. Okay, and right now we are sitting in a bearish situation because of the signal line remaining above the blue line here, guys. And what I want to see here, it is not always bad when this happens because we might have an opportunity, a buying opportunity. This is not the case right now, but we might have it. And the reason I have these Fibonacci levels here, and I've drawn my lines also, is because I always want to use Fibonacci retracement as support and resistance lines, but of course I use my own lines as well. Sometimes Fibonacci retracements are not what you want. I will talk later about some exit strategies that you can have, guys, so you gain 100% all the time profits. But you have to remain patient. This is all about being patient. So right now, guys, we are having this support line. We are hitting this support line at 0.618, as you can see here, the Fibonacci level. And right now we are remaining here, we dropped down, and I've told you at 1st April when I made the first video that we might have this one here action for the price. We might go up, but if we don't go up and test this resistance level, then we will go down testing the next major support level. If that's the case, we might even go down further testing the 0.5 or the 50% retrace for the Harmony 1 and the Fibonacci retracement lines. Okay, so right now we need to be a bit patient. And of course, if you bought here, don't worry, guys, better days are coming for sure. I know for sure that better days are coming for Harmony. Don't sell your profits here, your buying here, don't sell it here. Don't panic, it will be a huge loss. Don't do that, okay? Never buy here at the top and sell here. You always want, when we go into the bottom and we might test the support level, you always want to buy some more Harmony. When you go above, beyond this level of 0.5 and you test, for example, 0.382, this exact price here, at around 0.1 to 0.106 USD, you always want to buy some more. When we hit the red line, you put more money as well. So, for example, after some time, you will see a pump up. And then you will have 100% profits, okay? So, right now, this is all for the Fibonacci support and retracement. We want to stay here between 0.786 and 0.618 in these lines, guys. Sorry for that zoom. In between these lines here, okay? So, we want to stay here and not go back down. If we go beyond, that's fine, that's pretty fine. Look at this huge pump, guys. Look at this huge pump on the daily frame. Of course we need to have a consolidation, of course we need to have a correction. This is pretty healthy for a coin, okay? I will always insist on that. So let's go to the RSI. Nothing to talk, not much to talk about here. Not much to talk about the CCI and the RSI either. They are between 30 and 70 for the RSI and minus 100 to 100 for the CCI. Of course, here I've circled these 2 points to show you when we are in a bull run, we might hit the same RSI, but look at the huge price difference. I will show you right afterwards that in the 1 hour frame, we have the same thing, but backwards. We see lower prices for the same RSI. That's how we know we are going a bit downward. We are going a bit sideways downward trend. We are having this trend. That's how you know it, including the RSI and the CCI. We always have support and resistance level, not only in the price, but for the RSI and the CCI as well. We always want to test support and resistance levels. I don't know why many guys just hit resistance support levels for the price. Sometimes it is very unique to draw support and resistance levels for the RSI as well and some other indexes. Okay, like this support level here, like some other minor support levels that you always see. Right now, guys, in the Bollinger Bands, what I want you to see here is when we extend the top line, then we have a huge high risk. That's why here we extend the top line. You can see this big bullish candle was above the top line of the Bollinger Bands, and now this candle was above, but with little less distance than this candle last here at 24th March. At 24th March, we had this huge distance here, this smaller, distance here. And right now, we tested the top, and now we are going sideways a bit, till the bottom and the top line come to each other and make again somewhat of a squeeze point. As you see here, the squeeze point on the Bollinger Bands is a buying opportunity, guys. It's a buying opportunity for the mid-term. So when we have something like this, along with other indicators as well, not always the Bollinger Bands, guys. Of course, you don't see only the Bollinger Bands, but when you see a squeeze point in the Bollinger Bands, and you are on the bottom with the other, for example, on one against Bitcoin, you are in the bottom, then you want to buy for the midterm, for the short term, whatever you like, okay? So right now, let's go to one against Bitcoin in the 4-hour frame. I've circled this here as our top for the short term. That's why I circled here. This is our top for the short term. Right now, unfortunately, the 50-day EMA went above the 20-day EMA, the 30-day EMA. That's why we are seeing this huge action. So right now, as you can see here, guys, 20-day EMAs and 30-day EMAs and 50-day EMAs play also the support and resistance levels. For example, here the 20-day EMA was our support level all the way till reaching about the top here, where it was our resistance level, and now it became support level again. But now, after 50-day going above the 20-day and the 30-day EMA, 20-day EMA is playing the resistance role. And of course the 20-day EMA and the 50-day EMA are now the resistance role. Okay, which was previously when we were at the top, and until we go at the top, 50-day EMA was our support. Now they are our resistance lines, and that is because we are having this downtrend. We might test this support level here, but we might even stay in this here, guys, support line over here. Let me do it with a blue so you don't get confused, because I always use blue for the support and red for the resistance. Okay, so we might even go and stay here, but if we go beyond, we want to test this level here. Okay, we will test probably this level here, but it is all good, guys. It is very healthy for you going to do that. I insist on saying this. Even though I know for a lot of you guys don't want this, don't want the consolidation already if you have bought at top, it is fine. Better days are going to come. Okay, so for the harmony against Bitcoin for the daily frame, I want you to see something, guys. This was our top back in June 2019, yes, June 2019. That's why here we had this huge sell pressure. We reached the same top, and we are having somewhat like this price action over here. And of course we might see a further drop down, but if we see a further drop down, I don't want you to panic. Just buy more, okay? If we see a further drop down, go in here, buy more. But if we go drop down here, for example, buy even more. Don't put more money into this support line. That's why, guys, we saw this huge sell pressure. That's why when we were here, for example, I would try to sell, because when we were here, the risk was very high. Or here, I would try to sell here and not rebuy, and maybe rebuy for the short term, for the very short term. Okay, this is like a daily trade. But right now, that's why we had this huge sell pressure. And this was our time here. We reached the top, and now we have a pullback. But this is not the case. We might not see the same history repeating itself. We might see some kind of stopping right here, then doing the U letter and going upward this resistance line. Unfortunately, we don't always repeat history, but sometimes it is fortunate, right? Okay, so That's it for one against Bitcoin. Let's go now to the 1 hour frame to tell you what I was talking about and some exit strategies you can have in order to gain some profits. Okay, right now this is our resistance level for these days here from 1st April till 5 April. Look at the RSI having the same tops, but the price on the same tops going down and further down. This means we are in a bearish situation, making lower highs, guys. And that's why it is useful always to check RSI, because even if we go at the top here back again, this doesn't mean anything. This will mean that we might hit a lower high. We might see a reverse here, but hitting a lower high. And I want to see what Harmony will do in the next hours till 8th April, till it reaches this this support level. Okay, so if we reach this support level, guys, if we do something like this and like this then, and going back and have this squeeze point here, then of course we need to wait again and see if we extend back into this line, if we go backwards again and upwards, or if we go further beyond. That means we will test this support line probably for 1 against USD in the 1 hour frame. I'm showing you 1 hour frame to see the same. This is the same with the CCI. Look at the CCI here. Look at the price here and look at the price here. Of course, they are not exactly the same. Look at the price here and the price here. But the CCI corresponds better to the price movement. As you can see here, the commodity channel index was almost the same as this price. That's why we are seeing the RSI hitting the same tops but lower prices, and the CCI corresponds better to the price. Okay, right now guys, let's go and see some major movements for the 4 hour frame and the one against USD. You can see here the same happened as Bitcoin. The 50-day MA went above the 30-day MA and the 20-day MA, and right now we might test new support level here, we might go even further down. We will see about that, guys, in the next days. Right now I want you to focus in here, and we want to see if it will continue and keep the same, making new lower highs. Okay, going back to here and testing maybe at the 7th April, 8th April, to see what we will do. You need to wait till this day here, and we will see afterwards if you are a new investor or you should buy or not. But definitely if you have already bought at the top and you expect Harmony to grow, then you might wait, and better days are coming for sure, guys. And what I want to show you guys here, some exit strategies and how you can find the possible top. So here, let's see, from the first top to the second top here, from the first top at 15th March, not this one, guys, of course this was one of the first tops, but from here to here, we can see a 81% movement of the price. But from this top to this top here, I've circled those two, we can see 15%. And of course from this top here to this top, you can see a much lower movement percentage, about 3%. Okay, so what I want you to see here, guys, is that as we are approaching at the top levels have this curve here, have this angle. And as we are approaching the top, when you connect the top levels, the line gets more horizontal. That's when you know you're approaching a top. If you check the Bitcoin, of course, always check the Bitcoin, altcoins against the Bitcoin, and of course when you check the 4 hour, the daily frames, make sure you check this as well. Make sure you check how the tops are doing and connecting the angle, and you can see here we got more horizontal. That's how you knew this was our top for the short term, and that's why we had this huge consolidation here. Not huge, okay, small correction according to the pump up. And what you can always do when you are seeing a bull trend for an altcoin, it will always have these moments here. It will always have these moments where the price is going sideways, correcting a bit, then pumping up again. Correcting, pumping up, correcting, pumping up. You want to sell here and buy here, of course, in each and every consolidation, and this is your exit strategy as well. For me, when you have the bull run, you always check two things: the tops, the Bitcoin, and the third and very important thing, of course, is this here, guys, the line connecting the tops. Okay, connecting the tops here, you can see this line and the percentages of its top. Of course, you see other indexes like RSI and the CCI to check if you have a very high risk. According to all this, you can always manage to get profit and always have a profit target. That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day wherever you are. I mean it. Thank you all for the support. See you again with more videos, and thank you again. Bye.